Let's get some business news now. Time to say hello to Catherine Bennett. Hi, Catherine. Starting off with some new economic figures in the UK, and they're not great.
They're not great indeed. So this is data from the Office for National Statistics. That was released today. It shows that the UK is in its largest economic slump on record, more than twice the fall than during the 2009 financial crisis. Now, to put it into perspective, it is the worst collapse since 1709. And it's due, of course, to the double whammy of the COVID-19 pandemic and Brexit, which has dragged down household spending and business investment in the country. Now, this while the UK is grappling with more COVID-19 deaths per million population than any other major economy, and the highest COVID-19 death toll in Europe. Luke Schrago has more on this story.
It's twice as deep as the largest annual fall on record, a drop of 9.9% in British GDP over the course of 2020, according to new figures, as the UK's finance minister scrambled to paint a rosier picture.
We calculate GDP in a different way to pretty much every other country, something that the Office for National Statistics and the Bank of England have pointed out. It's definitely in line to slightly better. And actually our employment performance, if you look at unemployment or the change in employment, is again better than most of our international peers.
However, the figures are stark whichever way you cut them. Data from the Bank of England indicates the worst economic contraction in over 300 years, with only the Great Depression coming close. It's mainly due to the coronavirus pandemic, which has seen non-essential businesses shuttered and the population go into repeated lockdowns, particularly with a more infectious variant on the rise in the UK. Despite a slight rebound in the fourth quarter, the nation's departure from the EU has also had a corrosive effect on the economy, leaving the country worse off than many other industrialised nations. Even as the government's furlough programme left it facing the highest amount of debt since World War II, it has prevented mass unemployment, with the Finance Ministry set to unveil new plans to protect jobs and help the economy next month.
It's a dating app with a feminist slant, and it's turned its CEO into a billionaire. Bumble launched its IPO this week to great fanfare, and its market value soared to more than $13 billion. That turned boss Whitney Wolfe Herd into the world's youngest self-made female billionaire.
I want to thank the remarkable women who paved the way for Bumble in the public markets. By supporting and championing each other, we can break down barriers for the next generation of women and other marginalized communities. We cannot wait to cheer them on. Welcome to Bumble Inc. and thank you.
Out of 559 companies to go public in the past year, only 3, including Bumble, were founded by women. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, self-made female billionaires account for less than 5% of the world's 500 richest people, compared to self-made men who make up almost 2/3 of the biggest fortunes in the world. As the pandemic makes the wealth gap yawn even wider, women are left behind. The world's 500 richest people made $1.8 trillion over the course of last year, but 91% of that sum went to men. Let's check in with Wall Street and see the latest in trading action. Over in the US, stocks still on track to end the week on a high note, but February's rally is dying down. The Dow is down around 0.5%, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are on the flat line. European stocks ended the week higher, seemingly unwavered by the negative data in the UK. The FTSE closed up 1%, the CAC 40 was up just over 0.5%, and the DAX finished just over the flat line. Now to end, we've got a peculiar story from France, where a small town in the Loire-et-Cher department has sold its name to the world's largest luxury goods group. Vendôme, a town with a population of only 17,000, has sold the use of the word Vendôme to LVMH for the price of €10,000. The name will be used on a LVMH jewellery line. The mayor of the town has defended the decision, saying that it attracts business investment. However, some of the residents think the town has been shortchanged.
10 000 euros, c'est même pas le prix d'une voiture.
La première société valorisée en bourse, maintenant, c'est qui hein? C'est LVMH.
Bon, 10 000 euros, ça paraît dérisoire.
I do think €10,000 selling to LVMH, which is this huge luxury conglomerate seems a bit cheap, doesn't it?
Does wonder how much you get for Issy Les Moulineaux, which is where our where our offices are. Thank you very much, Catherine. That was the business news. You're watching live from Paris.